laying 2 touchdowns. And Steve, they look kind of listless. I got to say, for a Tom Izzo team, they looked pretty listless for the majority of this game. Do win in overtime, and that's what the good ones do.
Yeah. Listen, now that Rutgers is in the Big Ten for how many years, every one of the top tier teams has been in this instance, right? You got to go to Piscataway. You got a monster game coming up on the weekend. Piscataway's all jazzed up. Pikel's got his guys ready to go, and they come out shooting better than they have all year. But again, Michigan State stayed in it. I thought there were some tough calls that went against Rutgers. There was a flop by Fears on a screen with Zerno. He pushes off on the putback to make it 70-67. But they stayed in. I thought the play they ran with 17 seconds, down 3, and Raftery's doing the game saying, you still could go get a quick 2 here. And Fears does a great job of making it look like he's going right to the hoop. And then they got the screen off by the block. They kick it out, and they get the 3 ball, and it's tie game. And it's like, holy hell, this is going to overtime. I checked it because they hadn't been that all night. To start overtime, Michigan State was minus 270 on the money line. Wow. Minus 270 on the road in overtime. The idea of momentum in overtime, that tells you what you needed to know there. And Rutgers could never overcome it. But that's a big – gutsy win. I can only imagine what that halftime chat was like from Izzo. I'm sure we won't see that on the social media clips because the language won't be good enough. But they got it done, and it sets up for an awesome, awesome matchup Friday night.
It does. Michigan State, Michigan. Fears just commands the game so well, and you just feel like when the ball's in his hands, he's going to make the right play. And even if it's not passing the ball. Like he went in, drove in, missed the shot, got his own offensive putback down the stretch. Like he's so mentally and physically tough. Kohler wasn't good tonight. Kohler wasn't very good. Cooper was great in the glass, but listen, a road win's a road win, but let's put in perspective here. Like Rutgers is the worst Power 5 team in the country going in. Now, I know it's the rack. I get it. But you got to come out with a little more energy than that if you're Michigan State. And, I think, the players other than Fears, I thought Kohler sleptwalked through this thing. And they got to get a little bit more consistent production from their wing, from somebody. Like one night it's Kurtang. Another night, like it can be, Divine. Like they just don't have. They still haven't figured that part out, and I'm not sure they're gonna. And I think that's going to limit how far they can go in the tournament. I think they're a good team. Now, again, Tom Izzo's gotten to Final Fours without great talent. Let's be honest; he's done it before, so he can get there. I just don't know if they can win the whole thing, which is what. If you're Tom Izzo, it'd be cool to see Tom Izzo win another one and then go out. I just don't know if he's got enough this year.
Yeah, pretty amazing. I mean, they start the season 25th at Ken Palm. They got all the way up to 4. Unfortunately, you get dinged. You don't cover this number here at Ken Palm or the market, so you fall to 6. But still, I mean, who on earth thought this was a top 6 Ken Palm team before the season started?
Nobody.
I mean, that's just. I mean, we and that's the part of this that really does amaze me about Tom Izzo. You have so many coaches that are just like, I can't do this NIL era. I can't do this. Guys his age who have been in it and seen the before times, as I call them.
They've retired. Tom Izzo ain't making no excuses. They're retiring. They're not even in. Jay Wright's younger. Kay is a little bit older. Roy's a little bit older. But, like, those guys are all like, we don't want to deal with it. We're out. We're tapping out. Where Tom Izzo's like, I don't want to deal with it, but F this. I'm not tapping out. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
He's scrapping. He's still scrapping. And he's doing it like – go ahead, Steve.
No, I was going to say, Izzo's Izzo. like he's gonna go, cry poor mouth in the press conferences, but you bet your ass when it comes down to it in the locker room with his guys, he's gonna have his guys ready. There's no doubt
Yeah.
him. The one question
halftime.
I do have, I think Braden Smith is as valuable to Purdue as Fears is. He's averaging 30.5 minutes a game. Tonight's the most he played is 36, and it's the first time all year he had 4 fouls. I just think if he gets into any kind of trouble, they're toast.
Nothing else.
Absolutely.
He commands so much on that team.
Yeah, no doubt, no question. But I'll take him over. I mean, again, I know he can't really shoot, but man, he does everything else. Everything else.
Yep, he truly does. So, nice win, I would say. It wasn't the prettiest, and nobody's going to talk about it. Come tournament time. That was a nice win for Michigan State. I think
we just need to avoid those losses. It's not even about getting it's kind of like, and I know we'll get into this probably in the afters more, but it's Virginia tonight. Virginia, avoid the loss at Notre Dame. If you lose, again, they're in good shape, but you just got to avoid those and win, however ugly it is. It doesn't matter. Just get the W.
It's the landmines, right? That's what they are. I mean, Rutgers is a landmine, and they avoided it tonight.